So hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ledger. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Today I am going to be reviewing Sly, the documentary by Sylvester Stallone. And I put this out of my community tab asking if I should do this. I don't think I got many votes, if any, for this, but I love Sylvester Stallone. I had to get this out and it was so fascinating. So with all that said, we're getting started for this thing, and we are going to start by talking about the good for this movie. The good, there's everything. I think that this is a movie that's very fascinating, like most documentaries are. This one really shows how Sylvester had his life and how he was just such a fascinating person. And it really shows how he went for it with Rocky. It shows everything about the character. And it also makes certain films in his filmography, like Rambo Last Blood, which I already really enjoy. It makes that film a better film because if you watch it, he actually gives some explanations for some of the things, like how the ending, you can even tell that how that really meant something to him, and how in the ending of Rambo Last Blood, it's implied that Rambo dies, but in the ending of the documentary, he's like, "I don't like sad endings, so shoot me." As like a funny scene, but he clearly did not want a sad ending for it, so he, instead of having this great character have to go out like that, they use a bit of CGI to where his even though the Stallone's rocking chair that he's using is still it's still it stops, the rocking chair stops. They use CGI, which makes it start moving again, even though. So it's a great scene, which is just made so much better because Stallone loves his characters and he does not think they should be treated like that. It does a great job of framing Stallone in a way to where you realize that he had a hard life, and how Rocky actually was not as successful at first. It then got a lot of people that loved it, but apparently the first time, a lot of people did not like it at all. So it's just a fascinating thing, and I've said this ad nauseum on my channel. Stallone is my favorite actor of all time. Rocky's my favorite movie character of all time. It was Rambo for a time, but now it's Rocky. But I love Stallone. He's a fantastic actor. He just commits so much to the roles. And it actually shows how when it comes to most of his films, he usually is the writer or screenwriter. He's usually involved with it because if he's meaning for it to really succeed, like Expendables, he wrote that. Rambo, he wrote that. Rocky, he wrote that. He does so much for it, and it makes certain films so much better. And they do a lot of tributes, like even to Sage Stallone, who, if you do not know, is in Rocky 5. He is the son of Rocky in that one. So he passed away in 2012, and it was they give a great little homage to him in one scene, and it has a lot of talk about Rocky, but it also has a lot of talk about his life. But it also has a lot about Rambo, Rocky. It has a lot about how his ups to his career, his downs to his career. I think that you ask people like Quentin Tarantino is in it. Like he's one of the people that is like answering a lot of the questions and like explaining a lot of things. Arnold is in there. Just a great exploration of the actor, and really just shows him in such a beautiful light. And it makes you really just reevaluate a lot of the things. Like it can make you reevaluate Rambo Last Blood because he still really enjoyed Last Blood, I believe. It's really only Rambo 3 he's ashamed of in that franchise. It's really only, I think, Rocky 4 and 5 that he's ashamed of in that franchise. But it just really just shows him in this amazing light. I love the way they treat him. It's so fascinating. It's easily one of the best films of the year, and we've had some pretty good ones. But I just love it when we get to explore great actors, and I need to check out the Arnold one. But just Sly, this is a great thing. Stallone, if you ever are curious to see what people think of this, and you actually click on my video, big fan. Great documentary, man. So this is a 10 out of 10 easily for me. It is easily a top 3 Stallone project, along with First Blood and Rocky. I just love the way that they explore him in this way. I had no idea this was coming out, and I was like, wait, We're getting a Stallone documentary, and it's a Netflix original, which means since I have Netflix, I can watch it. Score! I put it on Letterboxd. It's a 5 out of 5. I loved it. It just, unlike some of his other films, which are trying to just be very spectacle driven and wow inducing with things like Rambo, which a lot of people would say is maybe better than this documentary. I think the first Rambo is better than this documentary, but to be fair, this is a great, great documentary. I love it. It's just such an exploration of Stallone and makes you reevaluate a lot of his career. And it actually makes you feel bad for the man at certain times, and how he committed to several different things like Copland. He committed to Rocky, and how sometimes they didn't do as well as he thought, and how he was really ashamed of it, and how his brother was affected. It just shows so much. And it's not too long. I think it's only like an hour 30, hour 40. It's not long. And yet it flies by. It is just so entertaining. I cannot believe you can make a documentary this fantastic. I love this. So, all in all, guys, just so you know, if you love Sylvester Stallone, then make sure to check this one out. It's on Netflix because it's a Netflix original. So pretty much any country probably in the world will have this. And so if you're a big fan of Stallone, check it out. You will love it. It really does a good job of exploring him, Rambo, all of it. If you have not seen Last Blood, I'm mostly talking to you, Hosta. Maybe steer clear from this for now because there's a bit of a spoiler on the ending. If you know what the ending is, you can probably just watch it because I may have just spoiled in the ending in the beginning of the video. Dang it! Sorry. But anyway, I just loved this documentary. This is just such a fascinating thing. I will make sure to probably check out Arnold's as well, but I love the way that they even talk about how Stallone and Arnold had their own like rivalry, and how Arnold managed to trick Stallone into "Stop or my mom will shoot." That was hilarious. So this is just a great thing. So I would easily recommend this to everyone. Everyone, you guys must give this a watch. So this is easily a great film. Probably top 3 of the year. I may actually just redo my video for top 5 movies of 2023 and put Sly in there. I don't care if it's a documentary. I count it. It's a fantastic film. But thank you all so much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe, and have a good one.